All right. Well, we're on our next episode of the NAFter Hours series. I got my regional vice president for Northern California, Josh Martin, and our next guest, Sheila Perez. Sheila has been in the mortgage business for 22 years, and we're excited to have her on today's call. Sheila joined us from another independent mortgage broker, where she also, as well, too, was a previous VA Marine. So we're excited to go a little bit deeper on that. She actually names her team Holmgren and Associates, which is one of the partners that she used to work with and still works with today. And so, Sheila, before we get started, tell us a little bit about yourself and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me. So again, Sheila Perez. I am a veteran. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years, right out of high school. Got into a couple colleges. My friend was like, "Let's join the Marines." I was like, "Sure, they'll pay our college." Ended up loving it, but got out really fast. I decided to get into mortgage. A lot of my girlfriends were in mortgage too. Was there for as a processor. I started as a processor, then wanted to start a family. I grew my little family with my husband. I've been with him just as long. We have two children. I have a 6-year-old and a 19-year-old. And yeah, so besides mortgage, it's my kids, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Kids and mortgage. So yeah.
That's how most of our lives turn out when we're in this business, and we get to about our age. Although I'm a little bit older than you, it's kids and kids
Like
on the
what?
weekends and mortgage during the weekdays. So I get you.
Yeah, what do I do for
But
fun? Work.
can you imagine how boring life would be without kids, though, right?
Oh, I
Yes.
know, right?
Yes.
It's
When
like
you
we
get
get
this
we get
age, it's
conditioned with
like
the
I look
chaos.
for things to do. I gotta literally try to find things to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we lost a kid which went to college. So we're so bored out of our minds. We're trying to figure out, oh, should we put my 6-year-old into competitive sports? Yeah, not going through that right now. Not for a long time because it's a lot.
Well,
But
that's why we
yeah,
got we got lots of Mexico trips to go to now.
yes, I'll be there soon again.
Hey Sheila, with when you were looking to potentially make a move, so were you
Mhm.
looking to make a move when it happened, or to just kind of okay? Did you look at any other companies as well, or what was it about NAF that kind of got your wheels spinning and made you decide to make this move?
Yeah, so I won't say that I wasn't or I was, because it's a funny thing. I'm a very, like I had told Craig, I'm a very loyal person, and I had just moved 3 years before that from Finance of America, and Finance of America got out of the mortgage
Yeah.
space, or I should say forward loans, and so we ended up going back. I ended up going back to the company that I just left, and it was a lateral move, so I was comfortable, but. To be honest with you, I had heard about New American Funding and I knew people, processors specifically, that I had worked with years before that loved the company. And so, you get recruited all the time as a loan officer and a branch manager. And it was kind of like the right timing. It's like, Craig cold called me and it was just the right time. I mean, I will say he was very persistent and very convincing. And I was like, you know
Okay.
what? I think it's time. Like, let me explore my options. So that kind of like pushed me to figure out. I mean, it's not that I wasn't happy where I was, but I knew that I was leaving a lot on the table. So as I did my research for NAF, I mean, you guys were just killing it. Like everything that, I was just other people that I knew, other people just online, growing. You guys were everywhere. And I was like, well, this sounds like a really good company. And as I chatted with Craig and I also I decided to obviously, as like everyone, shop. So I went for with Loan Depot was one of the companies that I was also looking at. Another what other company? There was Guild. There was just probably like three or four other ones. And I
A
will
broker
say, out
too.
of yes, the broker C2 Financial, Barrett Financial. Those were the two brokers that I was looking at. I will say that what I liked about NAF was just you guys had everything dialed down, right? You guys had like a plug and play system, and it felt like I could just take my business and go there and it'd be seamless. And truthfully, that's how it's been, which I'm very surprised about that because there's usually hiccups, right? But I will say that just everything that you guys were offering, the AI that was coming, all the tech tools, like all that stuff, we at my last company we really didn't, we weren't on top of. And I just felt like we were barely getting into that, and you guys were just already kind of established. So I like that piece of it a lot. And the support. I mean, again, I did my research. I called other big in the SoCal people that you guys had worked with, new people that just recruited, and I was, they were very honest with me, and everyone had something good to say. Usually it's not like that. It wasn't like that when I tried to vet the other companies I was with. So all in all, it's just you guys were a fast growing company, and you guys are really committed to us. And that's what I felt I didn't have also at the last company. I was just a number. There was really no, they weren't trying to help me grow. They were just, oh, okay, you're a loan officer, you're, branch manager. Here's, go ahead, do what you got to do. Here's our platform. There was no, I didn't feel like family, even though that's what, they were saying. It just wasn't like that. And with you guys,
They
it's
weren't going
very
to help you like
organic.
scale your business. Yeah.
And it was real organic. And you guys really, we clicked. And that's why ultimately I chose NAF.
Well, I obviously have to say it must be because of that beautiful office you got as well too there, right?
That too.
That view though, normally I have to tell somebody to get a fake backdrop like the ones we got because it isn't as nice as yours. But Sheila, thanks for all the kind words, and we are truly grateful to partner with you. I felt like you're like a sister, a little sister, since you're coming up on celebrating a birthday. I'll let you get to that. With that. You're a branch manager for us. You've also got some people we're talking to already. Growth was important to you. You're located in the Santa Clara, area, but you've primarily focused your career on kind of more of that East Bay, market. And so, I do want you to dive a little bit deeper on, now that you've joined New American Funding, maybe anything that, surprised you or that you were excited about now that you're here that you just weren't expecting? I know you did hit on a lot of things with Josh's question, but just figured you'd expand.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was surprised with the amount of programs and products you guys have available. It's actually very overwhelming, which is a good thing. I feel like I've been here for what? Maybe a little over 60 days, maybe less or more. I don't know. But anyways, there's a lot. There's a lot of programs, and there's even programs within programs. And so that's great. I love to read. I love to learn. So that is definitely something that I was super excited about. I mean, you guys obviously showed us, some of the top ones, but you guys have like way more programs. And it sounds like you guys are still continuously working on getting program. Something else was like you guys like to be the best. And so if I see a program, I've already, one that we don't have, I've already had people connections within the company. They're like, where is it? Let's work on it. You guys want to dominate the market. And that is really good. I mean, that's amazing. That's something that I haven't felt at any other companies that I've been at. So I was very like, you guys are just really focused on making sure that we have all the tools. But you guys take it to like another level. It's super passionate, which is great. So that's definitely something that I was very excited about and very surprised about.
Well, I think the passion runs through all of us being a little bit Hispanic. And,
Yes.
with that, I'm grateful for you to be able to join today's call. We have to cut it at 10 minutes because LinkedIn won't let us go longer. But if you're in the Santa Clara / East Bay and looking to grow, Sheila Perez, true professional, veteran, and a Latina, what more could you ask for?
Thank you.
With that, thank you for joining today. Looking forward to the growth, and until next time.